I have to teach you Arabic. I have to teach you Arabic.
Oh, okay.
So
Uh-oh.
Sabi'in here is Sabi'in is marfu'a, because if you go and read what Al-Alusi said in Ruh al-Ma'ani,
Uh-huh.
it's marfu'a ala al-ibtida, and the khabar is mahduf in this case.
Al-Alusi, he
That's
said
why it's
that?
marfu'a.
Al-Alusi, he said?
Uh-oh.
And Al-Alusi is a Muslim, right?
Yes, yes, he said it in Ruh
Okay.
al-Ma'ani. I can give
Well,
you the
this
reference.
is a Muslim trying to defend the Quran. But we know that this is
No,
false.
no, no. This is
Okay.
listen,
Okay, hold on,
Juwaid.
hold on. Okay, you
The
see,
language is based on istiqra. The
oh,
language.
okay, hold on. Listen. I will go with you. If Al-Alusi, he says, so who is Al-Alusi?
Okay, are you done muting me now?
I'm not muting you.
Okay, so I'm gonna repeat again. The grammar rules are based on istiqra. So we take what the Arabs say and what the Quran say, and we do istiqra, and we determine that if we have this word in this placement, then it's gonna be, for example, marfu. And if we have this word in this placement, then it's gonna be mansub. Your argument is the
But this
same
is a
as saying
rule.
that.
Hold on. Your Al-Alusi, he made this rule based on the Quran, not based on Arabic. So this is why I say the Muslim, they
No,
say
the Arabic language is based on the Quran.
they start making the Quran, their rules because the Quran is against all rules. So what they do, they say, oh, because here we put this word, but this is not the grammar of the Arabic. This is false. So they try to fix it. They make their own fiction story. And you are bringing me someone, he's a Muslim, and the Muslim saying this is not wrong, this is not a mistake. We can replace, if we replace this word here, we put it there. You bring me a witness, he is from the gang.
No. This is, your argument is like what? This is like saying that
Okay, hold on.
there should not be nun tawkid unless the qasam, i.e. the name of God, is mentioned explicitly. When it can be
There is somebody,
Listen.
there is somebody, he witnessed that this is true. He's not a Muslim. There's one person who is not a Muslim. He speaks Arabic.
Why do you keep muting me? I don't
I
understand.
did not
why.
mute you at all, my friend. I did not even touch the.
Okay. Listen.
It's
Okay,
me.
No
listen.
one is muting you, you liar.
Every
Okay,
time
listen.
you interrupt Christian Prince, I'm gonna mute you. Okay?
No,
Take
No,
care.
listen.
don't mute him. Don't mute him.
Wait.
Don't mute him, Lisa, please. Listen, can you give me one person who is not a Muslim? He said the rule, what you said about the Quran is true?
I mean, the Arabic language is based on istiqra, so we do istiqra
No, you
from
see,
the
here we
Quran,
go.
from
Okay,
Sha'ir,
you keep
from-
saying to me based on istiqra, based on nothing. It's based on the Quran.
What?
Yes,
What do you mean
yes.
based on nothing? That's how the language is-
You Muslims, you are fabricating your own base to fix the
No,
Quran.
that's how
Like
every language,
the guy who
every
called me
grammar
before you.
rule,
Listen, the
all
guy who
grammar
called
rules
me,
of all
the guy who
languages.
called me, just to show everybody, the guy who called me before you, he says that Quran says the sun appeared to him. See, the Muslim, they add words.
No. We say wajadaha. It means he actually found the sun setting in a muddy spring. Whoever says otherwise is a liar.
Okay, so you agree the Quran is mistake there?
Oh, what do you mean mistake?
He found the sun sitting in muddy water.
Yeah, we affirm this. Alhamdulillah. What's wrong?
So you agree that the sun really go in a spring of water every day?
Yes, it's al-ghaybiyat. We cannot really say that.
What do you mean ghaybiyat? We know where the sun goes every day.
Not. I mean, in this case, it's something that's ghaib. We can't really affirm.
What do you mean
We
ghaib?
can't really not
My
affirm
friend, not everybody
that the
speak.
sun doesn't set
Not
in a
everybody
muddy
speak
spring.
Arabic. Not everybody speak Arabic. Can you tell me what ghaib mean?
Yeah, something that's unseen, unknown, something that we can't really.
Just to show you, my friend, I'm not
for example,
I'm not insulting you. Just to show you how silly what you said. You said unseen, but the Quran says he found it. What mean he saw it? How it is unseen?
Unseen from our perspective. Unseen from
What
our
do you mean?
perspective.
I'm losing my voice. How? What do you mean? Not from our perspective. The guy he saw
Yeah,
it.
from our perspective.
My
We don't
friend.
see. I mean, we don't see that the sun sets in a muddy spring, of course, but we cannot say that the Quran is wrong because we would be saying that Allah is wrong and a'udhu
Thank
billah,
you. Hold
that Allah
on.
is
Don't
wrong.
talk. Don't talk, guys. Did you see? He just said we cannot say the Quran is wrong. We cannot say even if the sun set in murky water. And this is the issue the same with the Arabic grammar. We cannot say that the Quran is
No.
wrong.
With the Arabic
No,
grammar, you're
hold
wrong
on.
on that one.
Hold on. Let me finish. So, guys, we cannot
With the
say the
grammar
Quran
one,
is
you're
wrong,
wrong.
even if the sun set in murky water. We cannot. And the same for the Arabic grammar. So he bring me a Muslim. The Muslim, he say Christian Prince is wrong. This is not how it is. So what they try to do, they try to adjust the language to make it fit with the Quran. And now they are trying to adjust the sun. How the sun set in murky water? Yes.
On the grammar one, you're very much wrong.
My friend, you just
But on
said,
this
you
one
just
one-
said, everybody heard you. We cannot say the Quran is wrong because that will make Allah wrong.
Listen, the grammar rules, they do not have anything with what the Quran says, because the istiqra is also
Okay, let
based
me
on
ask
the
you,
poetry
when the grammar rules you
It's
are talking
not just the
about,
Quran itself.
when the grammar rules you are talking about is created, is before Islam or after Islam?
The grammar rules,
Uh-huh.
they have always existed with Arabic, but the rules were set and written in the books by the likes of Sibawayh, of course,
Exactly.
after the Quran.
Is it
But that
written?
doesn't really
Is
change
it
anything.
written? Isn't it this rule you are
Hold on,
talking about?
let me finish. Because Sibawayh didn't rely only on the Quran. He relied on poetry from the pre-Islamic period and literature also from the pre-Islamic period. He didn't just rely only on the
So
Quran. That's not
Sibawayh,
how it works.
he did not. Do you know the guy? What his name? The Egyptian Arabic scholar. I forgot the blind man. Do you know what his name? Egyptian.
I don't know any
He
Egyptians.
said, "Give me a pen and I will write Quran better than this." But I want to show you something from the Quran right now, and I will show you the proof that the Quran is full of mistakes, and including Arabic. Read with me this verse.
What verse?
Do you see my screen?
I don't think I can see your screen.
Okay. In the Quran, it says in chapter 2, verse number 106. Can you read it for me? And you can translate your own translation.
Surah Al-Baqarah 1 through 6.
Uh-huh.
Okay, hold on. Let me pull up my laptop real quick.
All right. You can open it in your phone.
Yeah, hold on. I just want to read it through my laptop so that way it's easier.
All right.
Okay. ما ننسخ من آية أو ننسيها نأتي بخير منها أو مثلها ألم تعلم
First
أن
of all, your
الله على
Arabic is
كل شيء
very bad. Let me teach you. I never heard of
Why?
somebody claim he speak Arabic. It's recorded. You can
ما
listen to
ننسخ.
yourself.
What mistake did I make?
Listen. It's recorded. ما ننسخ من آية أو ننسيها ننسيها
ما ننسخ
نأتي
من آية
بخير
أو ننسيها.
نأتي بخير
What's wrong?
منها أو مثلها. Not you don't know how to read Arabic.
What did I say?
Just
That's totally what I said.
no, just it's recorded. You listen to yourself after we finish. Go
I
ahead.
said ما ننسخ من آية أو ننسيها نأتي بخير منها أو مثلها ألم تعلم أن الله على
Okay. Go
أو
ahead.
مثلها
Okay, go.
مثلها Okay, مثلها. That's the
See?
mistake. مثلها. ألم
So
تعلم
now he
أن
admit.
الله
Okay,
على
thank you.
كل شيء قدير.
So you see, you're teaching me Arabic, but you just made a mistake in grammar. But
Yeah,
anyway,
that it doesn't make any difference in the
it make a
tashkil.
difference. It
It
make a
doesn't really
difference.
make
You
any
see, you are the
difference
one
because they
saying, you are the one who called me to correct my grammar, and you don't know even how to read it correctly.
No.
Now read for me,
مثلها or
my
مثلها
friend.
doesn't change
It
anything.
make a big difference because
Both
we know
things are
that Dhamma
correct.
and Kasra they make a difference. Now read for me.
No,
What
okay,
kind?
tell me the difference.
Read the verse. Let everybody laugh. What kind of God he will make Quran better than the Quran? Read for us. Go ahead.
Okay, listen. Can you tell me the difference between مثلها and
Read
مثلها,
the
please?
verse, please. Read the verse.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
Read the verse.
Okay, ما ننسخ من آية أو ننسيها نأتي بخير منها أو مثلها ألم تعلم أن الله على كل شيء قدير. Go ahead. What's wrong with this verse?
Did you just see Allah? He will delete verses because he is going to write a better verses?
Yeah,
what kind of
what's
God
wrong
is?
with
Are you saying to me that your God, when he wrote the Quran first time, after reading it, he said, "Oh, what the heck is this? Let me write better one." I thought there's no Quran better than the Quran. It turned to be there's Quran better than the Quran. So Allah,
No, not
if Allah is a perfect God, then why he want to delete a verse so he can write something better than the previous verse? And not only he is deleting it. Look, listen. He says or similar. Have you ever heard of a God? He say, okay, I'm a God now. I will say, build 5 rooms in 5 houses and plant 5 trees. And then I say, okay, I will delete this verse. I will make similar one. Build 5 rooms in 5 houses and plant 5 trees.
Let me respond.
Okay.
Let me respond. Okay. First of all, there is no difference between مثلها and مثلها. Both of the readings are correct. And there are actual other readers who read it as مثلها. There is no issue with this at all. So you're just grasping at straws.
But you did read, okay, I will go with you. I will go with the propaganda, but you did read it wrong, correct?
No, I did not read it wrong because
You
there is no
did.
difference between
You
mithlaha and
did, you
mithlaha.
did,
There is
because you have to read as the Quran. You just say it now. I can read it differently. So why Allah don't read it differently too? I mean, if you can,
What do you
anyone
mean?
can read it
It's
differently.
the exact same meaning. There is no difference. This is like
Okay,
telling
okay.
me
Now,
because I
okay. Explain to us the verse about Allah will fix His Quran. Go ahead.
Okay, guys, this CP's argument is basically if you read a word in a Scottish accent versus an American accent,
No, this is
then
not
the
about
meaning
Scotch.
somehow
There is
changes or it's
tashkil.
different.
There is tashkil.
Okay, no problem.
You
No
are deceiving people.
problem.
This is not accent.
How am I
This is
deceiving
tashkil.
people?
This is
Yeah, and
tashkil. There's valves in the top and underneath of the word. You have to read exactly. This is why tashkil exists. So don't tell me accent. What accent? This is not accent. Now read for me the verse, please. What kind of God he says such a thing? Don't mute him, guys. Who muted him? Are you there?
He's not muted. He's trying to find an excuse to leave.
He left?
No, he's still here. He's just not talking because it's not
Is he the guy? His name is Sigma?
Hello?
Yeah. Beta
Okay.
male.
Sigma, go ahead. Read for us the verse, please.
Okay. First of all, you still haven't responded to me. We still haven't responded. What's the difference between mitliha or mitla? But anyway, you're just trying to grasp at straws and do red herrings. But that's fine. You're
Red
just trying
herring.
to.
Okay. Go ahead. Go ahead. Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna read the verse again, but no problem.
Mhm.
So we say ما ننسخ من آية أو ننسيها نأتي بخير منها أو مثلها ألم تعلم أن الله على كل شيء قدير. So here it says that a verse is better than the other. This is because we have verses which are more suitable for a certain point in time compared to other verses, which is why we have verses being abrogated by other verses. We don't say that one verse is better than the other verse in the sense that it's more eloquent or that its contents are just objectively better. No, they're only better in the context of a certain time. They're suitable for a certain time, and that makes them better than the other in relation to the time that they were revealed, and not that one is more eloquent than the other.
Are you
There
done?
you go.
Are you done? Okay.
Yes, I'm done.
Is it true that this is about a verse Muhammad he gave at afternoon and then he abrogated the verse in the morning?
I'm sorry, can you repeat your question again?
Is this verse is about a verse Muhammad he gave afternoon and then he abrogated the verse second day?
Yeah, what's the issue? I literally just said that some
Okay,
verses
you
are
just
better,
said certain
better than the
time.
others.
You just
in
said,
relation-
guys. He just said this is not about this is bad and this is good.
Yeah,
This
exactly.
is about okay, but he just went to sleep. He woke up in the
In
morning.
relation-
Second day,
yeah, in
second day.
relation of
There's a
time.
new verse abrogating
In
the previous
relation-
verse. Okay, do Allah knew the future? Why Allah he give you a verse is not valid? Even for
Yeah, 'cause, okay,
even for
listen.
8 hours. For 8 hours only is not good. So the Arab they start making fun.
No.
Listen,
You
listen.
can't say that God does not know the future. That this okay. When you
Listen.
say God does not know the future,
Okay,
this
listen,
presupposes
listen.
This presupposes that there is the concept of
Isn't
future for
isn't
God.
it
We
the
don't believe that
Arab?
there is a concept
Isn't it
of
the
future
Arab?
for
They were
God.
questioning what kind of a prophet. His God, he gave me a verse at night. He wake up in the morning. He gave him abrogation. He canceled it.
Yeah, this is still a verse being better than the other in a relation of time. What's
But
the issue?
you see,
my exact
okay, in
point.
relation to time, it's just 8 hours.
Yeah, so it's still time.
What
How does
happened
it
in
being
8
8 hours?
What happened in 8 hours?
Bro, my argument still stands.
No.
It being 8 hours or
Allah
5
and
minutes
Allah,
is
He
not
says a
changing.
better. He did not say relative. He did not say better argument. He did not say. He says we will make better or
It's literally
look.
better
And not
in
only that,
relation of
He
time.
said. Do you see the word similar?
Yeah, I didn't say that they're similar. Where did I say that they're similar? One is better than the other in relation of time. And
So
obviously each
if
verse is
the
different from
verse
one
is
another.
similar,
No verse is
if the
similar to
verse
one
is
another.
similar, so why I'm deleted the first one?
No, I did not say they're similar. You're not listening to what I said. I did not say they're similar.
It's not you. The Quran says so.
Where does it say that all verses are similar? Please show
No,
me.
I did not say all verses. It says Allah will make better or similar. So He will make similar. So why you want to delete the first one? If the first one is going to be similar, the second one there's no different.
Hold on. No, it says first of all. Hold on. First of all, I already told you that verses are better than better than one another in relation of time. And when we
True.
say something is similar, okay, when we say that a verse is similar to the other, there is no issue with this either.
So
We
why
can
you
have
are
two verses
abrogating
that
the
are
verse?
similar.
Okay, if they are similar, why you abrogate the verse?
No, they're not being abrogated.
No, it says that Whatever verse we abrogated or caused to be forgotten, we bring a better or similar. He bring to replace. So don't tell me it doesn't say that.
So basically you have a verse that's taken out and replaced by something that's similar. No problem here.
So what happened? What changed? If I say shish kebab and then I make a verse, I say forget about shish kebab.
Don't say.
And then I
this
say,
is a loaded question.
and then I say forget about shish kebab and shish kebab. Say this shish kebab and shish kebab. So what the difference?
Yeah, I don't see any issue with this. What's the logical contradiction in this?
You just said to me he will make a verse relatively better, but here there's no point.
Yeah,
it's similar.
Yeah. So some verses are better than the other in relation of the time they were revealed.
But it's the same day.
And then you have
the guy, he go to sleep, he woke up in the morning. I will tell you what happened. You see, do you see the word forgetting?
Yeah, it doesn't matter if it's 5
You're
minutes.
a prophet, he forget the Quran. That's the whole story.
Yeah,
people make fun of him.
He was caused to forget by God.
Thank you. Guys, did you hear it? Allah, he made Muhammad forget the Quran. Why?
Yeah, because that's hikmah from God.
This is wisdom.
Yes.
But the Muslim, I thought the Muslim, they say we recite the Quran by heart. So Muhammad, he forgot the Quran. What about the Muslims?
Yeah, so the Quran that was relayed over to us is the complete one that was already abrogated. Everything that needed to be abrogated was already abrogated.
So Allah, he caused the Muslim. So Allah, he caused the Muslim too. All of them forget the same verses.
No, not all of them. Not all of them. Only the Prophet. He was caused to forget verses that needed to be forgotten.
No, it says here we'll give you better, because if you still have it, there's no need to give you better or similar. If you don't have it no more, it's gone.
How does that logically follow?
Listen, it says in any verse we abrogate or cause to forget, we bring better or similar. So now if you have it, why he want to give you the same verse again, similar?
Yeah, he's not giving it to us, he's giving it to the Prophet. This is this speaks about
who care the Prophet, he give it to him, who care? But Allah, he caused you to forget the verse. And then he will bring you, and then no, because if he calls the Prophet only, there is no need to bring similar. You Muslims still remember it. Okay, give me the verse of a breastfeeding for adult.
The breastfeeding of adults, it was abrogated.
Give me the verse.
Yeah, it was abrogated.
Give me the verse.
What do you mean? Give me the verse. It doesn't
exist. You are telling me abrogated. Okay, hold on. Guys, it's abrogated. There is no verse in the Quran that says that this is abrogated.
There's two types of abrogations. There's abrogations of the ruling and the abrogation of the textual.
You see,
verse,
when you say there's abrogation here and there, you have to give me a statement where it says this verse is abrogated. Can you show me?
Allah, we have hadith. We have hadith that say that this verse was abrogated, of course.
Abrogated by 5, the hadith says.
What did you say?
Abrogated by 5.
What do you mean abrogated by 5?
By 5 breastfeeding.
By 5 breastfeeds. Okay, I don't really see an issue.
But we don't have 5 breastfeeding. So now we have 5.
No. Hold on. One of them was abrogated in the ruling, and then we had both of them abrogated in the textual, like
Look at this. Everything is abrogated in this religion. So Allah caused the Muslim to forget. So now are you saying to me Allah caused you to forget the verses about breastfeeding for adult, which is the reason for me to become a Muslim? Because I love a breastfeeding adult, feeding for adult. What do you mean? What do you mean by Allah? He caused you to forget the breastfeeding for adult. Where do you get this from?
First of all, he caused the Prophet to forget, not me.
Secondly, no. He caused you to. Otherwise, recite the verse for me. He caused you to forget the verse. Give me the verse.
No, he didn't cause me to forget. He didn't cause.
Then give me the verse. Then give me the verse. Read it for me.
Yeah, you want me to read you the verse again?
About the breastfeeding for adult.
Yeah, I told you that was abrogated.
You see, you keep saying to me, he make it the Prophet forget it, not me. That means you know it. Okay, tell me the verse. What is the verse of a breastfeeding for adult?
Yeah, it was abrogated. The text
you keep saying the same thing. I'm saying to you, okay, it's abrogated, but you said you did not forget it. Allah, he caused Muhammad to forget it. So now you did not forget.
Listen, when God causes the Prophet to forget a verse, it's not relayed over to us. If it's abrogated, then it's not relayed over to us. The only thing that's relayed over to us is the narration.
The Muslim, they knew about. No, listen. The Muslim, all of them, they knew the verse. Aisha, she used to command her sisters to do breastfeeding for anyone want to enter upon her. So this is the verse very well known between Muslims, and they practice it. And
Yeah, so the ruling, yeah, adult breastfeeding still exists within our religion, but that doesn't mean that it has to be in our book.
what is the
It's only
verse?
narration.
What do you mean doesn't have to? So isn't it the Quran says nobody can change the word of Allah?
No, it was Allah Himself who changed the word of Allah, not someone
Show
else
me the
changing the word
evidence
of
that
Allah.
Allah, He chose this verse to be changed.
Yeah, so it's mentioned in narrations.
Where? No, what narration? Even your prophet, he never said that, because Muhammad died and the Muslims still practicing this.
Yeah, we don't only take from the Prophet, we also take from
Listen,
the
no,
companions.
give me where it says this verse is abrogated. This is false, because there is no verse of abrogation and there's no hadith about this is abrogated. The Prophet never says so. You are making things up. It's challenged in front of everybody. Can you show me the hadith? It says that the Prophet, he abrogated this verse and he said the following.
Why you're trying to force us into having the Prophet specifically say that it was abrogated?
Because, so who is the one who abrogated religion? You Muslims?
No, we also take the rulings from the companions.
Exactly. So you Muslims, guys, did you see what he said? They take the ruling of religion from the companion. So the Prophet never said so. Because the
Not
companion,
necessarily.
the companion, in order to make a ruling, they should say what the Prophet said. It's not up to you. If Allah sent the verse, this is a command from God. Who is the companion? You Muslim, you follow Muhammad or the companion of Muhammad?
Yeah, we also take from the companions because he said to take from the
Thank you
companions.
very much,
So
guys.
he gave them authority.
Did you hear? They took also from the companions. So Muhammad is not the source no more. Allah is not the source no more. But look what the Quran says. The Quran says that the Christian and the Jews, they took their monks and their rabbi as gods. If you read the interpretation for this, you will see because they are following the command of the men, not God. So you Muslims are kuffar according to chapter 9, verse number 31. The Christian and the Jews, read it carefully. They took their rabbis and their monks as
What
God.
does that prove exactly? What does that prove
Prove the following, that the one who took the companion, the monks, the rabbi as gods instead.
Okay, were the rabbis given authority by freaking Moses or Jesus to have rulings taken from them?
We do
No, but our prophet
we do not take ruling from them. We take ruling from God. But now it's you who said. Everybody heard you. You abrogated the Quran.
Of course.
Listen, it is you who said you abrogated the Quran by a statement of a companion, not of Muhammad, neither Allah.
There is no issue with such thing. We can take the
No,
abrogation ruling from.
No, you just say it. You just said that. Everybody heard you.
Yeah. I just said that there is no.
So what do you mean no issue? So you take your religion from a rabbi?
No, it's not a rabbi. It's
okay.
Muhammad's companion, and he
what do you
gave
mean
him authority.
What do you mean no rabbi? If Allah, he said you do breastfeeding for adult, and you said to me this is still valid, and then you said to me this verse is abrogated by 5 times. Can you show me? Because in order to be abrogated by 5 times, then we should have a verse of 5 times breastfeeding for adult.
Not necessarily. Please show me how.
So how you know about it? So where do you get this from? Where do you get this from?
Okay, tell me how
the companion they come to the conclusion that this is abrogated by 5 times breastfeeding if you don't have a verse.
You made the claim.
Do you have a verse? Do you have a verse of 5 times breastfeeding adult abrogating the previous verse?
You made the claim. You made the claim that just because it was abrogated, this means that the actual text has to be in the Quran itself and not just in the narrations or have.
Okay, so now the Muslims. I did not make a claim. I did not make a claim. It's you who said so. You said. I took the companion said, but the companion for them. Are they prophet of God, or they are people who they are just?
The companions were given authority to give rulings from the prophet himself.
The companion of Muhammad, they never been given authority, and you are lying. Can you show me the authority of the companion? No. Can you show me the authority? Who is the one who gave him? Actually, the companion of Muhammad are a bunch of thieves, and they accuse your prophet that he stole an underwear. How those people they can? Yeah. How those people they can be the one who can make abrogation?
The narration where it says that he stole an underwear, or where they accuse him that he stole.
Isn't it your prophet? Isn't it your prophet was accused by the companions, not the enemy, not the kuffar? In chapter 3, verse 161, that they accused Muhammad that he took a piece of clothing, red piece of clothing.
Okay, let me read the verse. Hold on.
So those are
Okay,
the
let me read.
companion. They can change religion and they can change ruling. It's not Allah, it's not
Hold on.
Muhammad, it's the companion. And those are the same one. They are fighting with their prophet about a piece of
Okay,
clothing.
CP. Here's. Let's go over the claims that you made that weren't substantiated. You made the claim that there is a difference between مثلها and مثلها.
No,
You
hey,
still
see,
haven't
he go
proven
back
that.
to zero now. He go back in. He's stuck
Yeah,
with
yeah, yeah.
because
I'm
he's
going.
trying. He's trying to save his.
I'm gonna show
He's
your
trying.
deception
He's
here.
trying to save his embarrassment. The
No, no,
prophet.
no. I'm gonna. No
Listen,
problem. No, no, no,
why
no.
you are
We're
going
not.
back
I'm not
zero?
running.
We jump over that 10th century ago, and now let's see CP go to Mr. Go to Mr. Trying to
Okay,
save himself. Do you need water? Do you need
claims
water?
you made.
Do you need a fire distinguish? I will give it to you. Now read this verse for
Claims that
me.
you made that
Read the
wasn't
verse for me.
substantiated.
Accusing your prophet of
Claim.
stealing a panty. You're a prophet accused by the companion, the one you said they can change rules. You are not following
Second.
God. Everybody heard you. Muslims don't follow God. They follow companion of a
Okay,
companion of a
second claim.
companion. They don't know what Muhammad said. Now read. The
Second claim.
prophet,
Second claim.
he stole a laundry of a Jew
Okay. We're gonna read the verse, but
or a
here's.
kafir, the kuffar of Quraysh.
Can you just let me talk for a second? Okay, second claim that you made is that just because we have the verse being abrogated, this means that the
Read
textual
the
verse should
verse. You said
actually.
to me,
Okay, the second
we
claim
spoke
that you
about
made that
this.
wasn't
Don't repeat yourself.
substantiated.
There's no point to repeat yourself. Everybody heard
Okay,
you.
so you don't want me to call you out.
Everybody
You're
heard
scared.
you. You don't have any reference from your prophet. You don't have a single reference from your
Okay,
prophet.
I'm gonna read.
You don't have a
I'm gonna
single
read.
reference from Quran. So you have zero. So Muslims are fabricating
Okay, no
things.
problem. You
Not
don't
to
want me.
forget to
Don't want me
mention.
to
Not to
call you
forget
out.
to mention that what kind of God he command a woman to give her breast to a stranger.
Okay,
I mean, this is
so
alone
you're
is a
just gonna keep
story.
making claims without substantiating them, correct? You're just gonna keep making claims without providing proof for them,
I
correct?
am the one who made the claim without proof. It's you who made the claim
Okay.
without proof. I asked you, okay, you said Allah will give you similar. And you said Allah did not cause us to forget the Quran. I said, okay, recite
Yeah,
for
he
me.
calls the prophet
I
to forget
said,
the
okay,
Quran.
he caused the Prophet. But the Prophet, he
Yes.
told those verses to every Muslim. I said to you, recite for me.
What?
He told the
He told
verses.
the
Yes.
verses to the angel who then told the prophet. He did not tell it to every individual Muslim.
Isn't
That's
it
not how it works.
Aisha, she said that when the Prophet died, the verses of stoning to death and breastfeeding for adult was under the bed of the Prophet. And then a tame sheep, a goat, came and ate it. So
Yeah,
are you...
they were already abrogated, so it doesn't matter.
What do you mean it's abrogated? No, it's not. And this Muhammad
Yes,
is
the verse
dead.
of
The
stoning.
verse is abrogated after Muhammad is
The
dead.
verse of stoning was
Listen,
the verse
guys.
of
Look
stoning
at
was
this. Look
abrogated
at this.
textually with the ruling
The
state.
verse is still in the Quran. The goat ate it. You said to me it's abrogated by recitation. It's not no more, and you cannot even recite it.
Yes, the
And you
recitation is abrogated by the ruling.
everybody heard you. You said lying to me. You said Allah, He caused Muhammad to forget it, not us. But now, as you see, this is the Quran of Muhammad. Read the hadith. Read the hadith. The verse of stoning and breastfeeding for adult. 10 times was revealed, and the paper was with me under my pillow. When the messenger of Allah died, we were preoccupied with his death, and a tame sheep came and ate it. So let me tell you what happened, my friend. It is not Allah who caused you to forget the Quran. It is the goat who ate every single Muslim memory.
The problem here is that the verse of stoning was already abrogated through recitation.
So
the
why it's in the
goat eating the
Quran? So
verse
why it
doesn't
is in the
matter.
Quran of Muhammad? This is Muhammad himself. This is the house of Muhammad. Muhammad is dead now.
It was already abrogated through recitation. It
Prove
doesn't
it.
matter
Prove
if it
it.
was.
No. It's not abrogated
Okay,
because it's there. If it's
it wasn't.
abrogated,
You're
so
sure.
are you saying to me that Muhammad he kept a verse in the Quran and you do not need to read it? So when you arrive there, you skip it? You jump like boing, boing, boing? So it's there in the
No, it's
Quran.
already abrogated through recitation. Here's the false equivalence that you're making here. You're saying
You
that
are
just because it was still.
you are saying it
Oh
is
my God, this guy doesn't understand.
abrogated by recitation. But when that's mean when you start reading the Quran, the second you
Listen, I'm gonna
arrive,
show you the false equivalence you're making.
the second you arrive to breastfeeding for adult, you have to jump it because you are not allowed to recite it no more. This is what you said to me,
Okay,
abrogated by recitation.
okay, can you let me speak? Can you let me speak now?
Go ahead.
Okay, here's the false equivalence that you're making. You're saying that because it was abrogated through recitation, this means that it should have been removed up to the point of when the goat ate it. It should not be in any parchment or any paper. Now, you need to prove to me this equivalence, that just because it was abrogated through recitation, this means that it should have been, that the paper containing the verse should have been shredded or burned. Now, prove to me this equivalence, and then you can make this claim.
Look, guys, what he's asking me. He's asking me to prove to him what he should prove to me. You need to prove to me. You need to prove. I have a proof. I have a proof from your books that the verse is still in the book. The verse is still in your prophet book, not even Aisha book. This is Muhammad book. So the verse is still there. Muhammad never mentioned the word abrogated.
Hold on. Let me drink some water here. Let me drink some water.
Drink, okay. Camel urine is better. It's more healthy. Be careful; it have to be hot and fresh.
Okay, are you gonna prove to me the equivalence?
What equivalent? Listen, look what this guy's talking about. He's trying to change the topic. Listen, the verse. Okay, was the verse in the book of Muhammad when he died? Yes or no?
Yes, but that doesn't mean that it was not abrogated.
So how you are saying to me abrogated by recitation? So why he wrote it down?
It was already abrogated through recitation.
Then give me where Muhammad he said, okay, it's already abrogated before Muhammad died or after Muhammad died.
It was abrogated before the Prophet
Thank
died.
you. Then show me where Muhammad said this verse is abrogated.
Why does it have to be specifically the Prophet?
So how you know it's abrogated?
Because also, if a companion says that it has been abrogated, then we
what
say
do you mean
that
the companion said? The companion are not the Prophet. And who is the companion who said this verse is abrogated? Who is he?
Okay, hold on. I'm going to bring you the proof that it was actually abrogated.
I have it in the screen in front of me. It says these verses were abrogated in recitation, but not in ruling. Other hadith.
Yeah, exactly.
But this is a commentary. This is a commentary. This is not a hadith.
Okay, 1 second. I'm going to bring you the proof.
For adult.
I mean, God said it's allowed, so I'm not sure what's your argument.
So do you like if you're? I'm trying to insult you. So if your neighbor, you see your neighbor looking at your wife, then are you going to say to him, "Hey, guy, come on, do breastfeeding with my wife, so you can come over"? What kind of religion this religion is?
Yeah, God told us that that's allowed, so.
So how come Muslim women, they wear hijab, but they don't have a problem to give their boobs to a stranger? How this is allowed?
Yeah, that's allowed because, for example, wearing silk is not allowed. But if someone has a skin disease, they can wear silk.
What does have to do with wearing silk? I'm talking about my neighbor sucking my wife boobs, man. I'm talking about my wife. I'm talking about my wife. What analogy? I'm talking about a woman. She is your wife, and you come home. You come home. Listen, Muhammad, once he came home, he found Aisha, and she have a guy in her house sleeping over. He said to her, "Who is this guy?" He was so upset.
It's a concession, not a contradiction. So, because we have the benefit that the person coming over who is a non-mahram is going to be able to stay there without the wife having to cover up, and then we allow such thing to happen. That's a concession.
If your friend come to your house and you want him to stay with your wife, you command your wife to give her breast to him, to suckle him 10 different times in 10 different occasions until he's satisfied, and this is okay for Islam?
I mean, God allowed us to have such things.
What's wrong with your God? I thought you Muslims, women have to be covered, but now the women, she have to give. And don't you think that the man, when he starts sucking your wife boobs, he will go so hot and horny? Do you think this is right?
I mean, listen, God allowed us to do such things, so I don't see the problem with.
Okay, my friend, God allow you to do that, but that is wrong because the man will get horny. I mean, your wife, she is beautiful. The guy is a man. He is a stranger. He sit in your wife's lap. He starts sucking her nipples. And in order to suck her nipples, he have to see them. He have to grab them. And you are saying to me, God allowed us. What kind of religion this religion is? What for?
Yeah, alhamdulillah, God has allowed us.
How you are saying thanks to Allah? So now your neighbor sucking your wife boobs and you say to Allah, thank you? The neighbor will say that, not you. The neighbor will never allow you to suck his wife boobs, but the neighbor will say, thank you, Allah, for this rule. I'm going to visit every Muslim from tomorrow.
But what's wrong with this? How does this prove the
Why you are
religion to
laughing?
be
Respect your religion, my
incorrect?
friend. Respect your religion, please. Don't make fun. Why you
No,
are laughing, please?
you're
You are hurting my feeling now. Listen, I am hungry. So what is this? What kind of? By the way, according to your religion, if a man he suck your wife boobs, still he can have sex with her.
how
Okay,
does
let me ask you:
okay,
if a man he suck your wife boobs, is she forbidden for him now?
yeah, if he suckles from her boobs, of course.
False.
Yes, of course, because that's the ruling.
You want to challenge me?
Challenge you about what exactly?
Well, he will not become forbidden for her.
No, he becomes forbidden for her. Just
No,
like how
no,
yes, he does.
okay. Well, here we go. I will go to the Muslim website, the highest scholars of Islam, and we will see the ruling. If
Yeah,
you
if he suckles to the point where he like enough suckles, then yes, he becomes forbidden for her.
no, that's not true.
But why
Still
not?
he
Okay, prove it.
still he can marry
Go ahead.
her. Okay, here we go. Hold on. Then you speak Arabic, so you have no excuse.
Okay, go ahead.
All right. I should make you an admin here.
I would like to apply for that.
All right. I will put it for you in the text. You can open the link from your side. This is the fatwa. I will put it in the chat. I will show it in Ramble at the same time, and I will use Google Translation. But for you, you do not need Google Translation. You speak Arabic.
Yeah, I
Question.
don't need the translation.
Okay. Question. Do breastfeeding for adult forbid? The answer: no.
I'm sorry. So you're saying that the breastfeeding for adults, right? Yeah, it makes one a mahram.
No,
So if
does
you
not.
breastfeed
It
from
does
a
not.
woman,
It's
you
in front
become
of you. Breast. Look at the title. This is the title.
I don't
Breastfeeding
see anything.
adult. Huh?
Do you guys see anything? I
No,
don't see
I
anything at
just
all.
posted the link for you in the chat. I posted the link.
Okay, hold on. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, and I use Google Translation for those who do not know Arabic. You can open it in Google browser, and you can translate in your Google. The title of the fatwa. This is an Islamic fatwa, and this is the fatwa number in front of you. Breastfeeding an adult will not forbid, which will not make you mahram. So you are fooling yourself again. But there's no point of this. So now your wife, she gave her boobs to the neighbor. Still, he can sleep with her. He can marry her. So what you did actually, you invited the bear to your house.
Yeah, okay. Let's say that it doesn't actually
So what
make
the
someone
point?
a
So what the
mahram.
point? You said to me, Allah allowed it. What the
Yeah, it
point?
allows him to enter the house without her having to cover up.
But she is okay. But he is allowed to have sex with her now, so she is not covered up.
Yeah, but he's allowed to enter her house without her having to cover up.
Exactly. But now that will make it more horrible because now she is not covered, and he is allowed to enter the house anytime, even if the husband is not there. And now you are thinking that this is okay.
No problem, no problem. How does this disprove my religion?
Well, this will prove that this. I don't want to be rude to you, but this is a pervert action because who is the man who accept his wife to
How
give
does
her?
this disprove? Tell me
Who
how
is
is
the
this
man? Who is the
theological
my friend? Who is the man? I'm not going to tell you what I will do if I see my man having her boobs in somebody else's mouth. But what kind of a man? He encouraged his wife. If you go inside the house, he found his wife hugging somebody in her lap. He is sitting there. What he is doing in your lap? Oh, honey, I'm doing breastfeeding for adult. And you are saying to me, what's wrong with that? If there's no benefit, I just showed you. I just showed you that this will not forbid the man from having sex with your wife. So what was the point?
Yeah, how does this disprove Islam? To be honest, I just need you
Because
to tell
Islam
me.
is teaching fornication. Because this is a form of fornication. You are doing
How
some.
is it a form of fornication?
It is. Because when the
No, no, no.
man, okay,
Fornication
you
is
see,
just gonna-
you Muslim, you're a prophet. He says, if a man, the man he commits sin by his eyes, by his tongue, by his mouth, by his hands, correct? Okay, now his mouth is in her nipples, his head is in her chest, and you are telling me how that is a form of fornication?
Yeah, I don't see how this disproves that.
What do you mean how that is? I just told you, your prophet said, a human being, he do fornication by his eyes, by his hand, by his lips,
Yeah, but he
by
gave an
his
exception
feet.
in this case. He gave an exception in this case.
And
So
this
it
is
doesn't
what
count.
this is what deception. What exception? So now your wife, she is giving her boobs to a stranger.
Yeah, there is an exception when she's given when there is adult breastfeeding, then this is an exception and it doesn't count as fornication. So there's no contradiction.
Ah, this is an exceptional fornication.
No, it's not exceptional fornication. It's simply an exceptional case. It doesn't count
What
as
exceptional
fornication.
case? Your wife, she is giving her boobs to a stranger now.
Yeah, it's not fornication. It's simply an exceptional case. So
Okay,
it doesn't
so
count.
if you come back home and you find a man in the lap of your wife, do she need your permission to do it? She don't, because you just said it's okay. So now you come back home, you find a neighbor or the driver or the bus driver or anybody, the cable guy, he is sucking your wife's breast, and you cannot talk, you cannot say why, because simply this is an exception, right? Your wife, she can practice anytime, nothing wrong with it.
How does this logically disprove Islam, though?
Logically, this is mean Islam is invalid, because I thought that
Why?
Islam is about protecting the dignity of the women and the man. If my wife is going to give her breast to everybody, so why do women wear burqa? So why you
Yeah,
get
we
upset?
take
Why you
instructions from the
why you
Prophet.
Muslim?
It's
Why you
only
Muslim? Okay, so
sexual
you
dignity
Muslim
and that's
consider the hair of the women aura, which means a private part. Is her
it.
breast
What?
aura?
In the case that of adult breastfeeding, no, it's not. It's not our.
How it's not aura? So how the hair
It's
is
not
a
in the case of adult.
how the hair is a aura, and yet
Yeah, because there is an exceptional case here.
he
So
keeps saying it's exceptional. This is a breast.
yeah, but it's an exceptional case. That's the problem here. It's not a contradiction.
Hmm?
It's an exceptional case, so
Okay,
it's not a
isn't it the
contradiction.
Quran? It says, "Yadrubna ala jiyubahun," cover your breast. The Quran says so.
Yeah, but he gives an exception in this case, so it's not contradictory.
Okay, guys, there's an exception here. So the exception is that why Muslim they deleted the verse from the Quran, because it's a shameful thing?
What do you mean? It's not shameful. I still affirm that there is adult
Okay,
breastfeeding.
can you name for me one of your friends he did that?
Obviously, it's no longer done today, but it
Why?
doesn't mean it exists in our religion.
Why you don't do it today? What's wrong?
I don't know. People, I guess, don't want to do it, but it doesn't mean that it's not in our religion.
Are you open for this option?
If it's allowed by the Islamic ruler, then I don't see a problem because it's already allowed in our religion.
Well, Islam is wonderful. I don't know. That's my friend. This is a very. How I can trust now that the man is okay? If a man he is sucking your wife's breast, how you can guarantee he will not get horny? Don't you think that? Don't you know? You are a man, right?
Yeah, but the problem here is the Prophet has instructed us to do such things or allowed us to do such things. So, I don't
So if
see
it's
the issue.
okay, it's okay if the man is sucking your wife and his private parts start being boing,
The Prophet allowed such things, so I don't see the issue here.
So the
You're not
Prophet
giving
allowed
me
your
a
neighbor to
logical
suck your wife boobs and his private part like boing, bing, bong, like all over the place. And he might even have orgasm.
giving me a logical argument against Islam. You're just giving me an emotional
Because he have an
argument.
orgasm now. He will have orgasm. The guy is sucking your wife. He's holding her breast, sucking it, and he will have an orgasm if he did not do it for real. How he will stop even there? He have her naked now. Her breast is exposed, and now his mouth in her over nipples. His hand is touching them. And you are saying to me, the Prophet, he allowed us with the problem. He will get so horny. He will sleep with her. She will get horny too. How that help? How that help your wife and you as a Muslim? You keep saying to me how this is make Islam invalid.
Yeah, it doesn't make Islam invalid, as in you didn't give me a logical contradiction or a logical
The
problem
logical
within
is
our
this is a
religion.
fornication. Your wife and your
No,
neighbor,
it's
they
not
are
fornication.
no, they are
It's not just
having sex.
fornication.
They have this is sexual. This is sexual.
No, it's not
Yes,
fornication.
he
It's
is
not
not a
forbidden. It's not
baby.
forbidden.
Is he an infant? No, he is a growing man. So
Listen, for it to be a contradiction,
a growing man, he do suck the nipples and the breast of a growing woman. For sure, he will get horny. There's no way he will not.
yeah, so for it to be a contradiction is if you bring me like this the exact same ruling being allowed and forbidden at the same time. But here we have an exception, so it doesn't count
You
as
see,
the
I
same
just showed
thing.
you a verse in the Quran that says cover your chest, and you are saying to me, show me
Yeah, but it's
the
not in this case. This is an
okay.
exception. This is an
You see,
exception, not in this
this is
case.
a contradiction. The Quran says
No, it's not a contradiction.
if this is a book made by other than Allah, you will find in it contradiction, and this contradiction because
No, this is not a
there's a
contradiction.
verse
It's not a
there's a
contradiction.
verse says cover your breast, and there's a verse now says give your breast to
Let me
others.
teach you what a contradiction is. Let me teach you what a contradiction is. A contradiction is a proposition and its negation being true at the same time in the same respect. Now, when we talk about adult breastfeeding, here we don't have in the same respect because we're talking about an exceptional case and we're talking about a general rule. So when we have takhsis, we have cases where we give an exception to this general rule. It does not mean that we have a contradiction in this case.
That's so
We would
deep, my
only have a
friend.
contradiction if there is, hold on, if there is no takhsis, yet this is still allowed. But it being allowed automatically means that there is takhsis. This is like how we understand our religion. So you cannot say that
Well,
this is
I
a
don't know. Hey
contradiction.
guys in the chat, who of you thinking now seriously to convert to Islam so we can go together? I invite you, all of you. I'm going to rent a big train, not a bus, and we will go to Muslim countries, and we will do Hajj for breastfeeding for adult. Remember, it's for free, and you have to suckle their women breast 10 times. And here we have the gentleman. He said, so what the problem? Muslims are very friendly, open-minded. Their wives and their boobs are open for every man. No problem. By the way, I don't want to be like a Trump making business of this, but I will charge you $10 if you don't mind, because I'm the one who discovered this guy. I have the right, to make a commercial about it. So listen carefully, commercial break. If you like to do suckling for breastfeeding for adult, beautiful women, they are wearing hijab. Then brother, sister, sorry, sister, sorry, shut up, sister, what sister? Crazy me. Sorry guys, this is a gaffe of Joe Biden. Brothers, sorry, Allahu Akbar. You are all invited for breastfeeding of tits, and the tits will be there too, because he will be the one giving you tickets, all right? So this is Islam. And this gentleman here, he says, what is the problem? He don't know what the problem. What
That's
is
the
exactly
problem.
what the
Yeah,
problem?
no, I don't see a logical problem here.
You
I don't
see,
see a logical problem.
a few minutes ago, my friend, you said to me that will make her, she can uncover herself, correct?
Yeah, we have an exceptional
All
case
right.
here. It's
And
not
I showed you the proof. You said to me she is forbidden. I said to you, no, she is not forbidden. And now I show you the proof that will not make her forbidden. Will not make her
it's an
forbidden.
exceptional case. It's not a contradiction. It's
But hold
takhsis.
on, will not make her forbidden from having sex with her. So what the point? What the point of this exception?
No, it does not. No. Here is the false equivalence that you're making here. You're saying that just because there is a risk of them having sex together, this means that it is now allowed for them to have sex together. This is
No.
another
I'm not saying that.
yet
I
another
did not
claim
say
that you
that.
make without giving
I'm
evidence
not
for
saying
it.
it's allowed. I did not say that. Don't.
No, that's literally what you said. You said it's not
No.
forbidden.
I
So
just
please
say I
prove
said to
to me,
you.
prove to
I
me this
showed you a
equivalence.
proof. I showed you proof. In the beginning, you disagree. You said it's not true. She is now forbidden for him, so he can enter, and she is not covering herself. So now look what happened. Before he do breastfeeding, the woman was covering herself. Before he do breastfeeding, the man is out of the house. After breastfeeding, now he touch and he play with his boob, and he have to do it in 10 different days, in 10 different time until he's satisfied. And now he can enter the house anytime. And now she is not uncovered, which means she sit with him as if she's sitting with her husband. She's wearing shorter clothes, exposing her breast. Already he play with her breast. How that will not invite him for sex?
Yeah, but it doesn't mean that now the sex is now allowed. That's not what it means. It's
It doesn't. It doesn't.
there is a risk.
You are creating an environment for sex. You just
Yeah, but it does.
you
That
just
doesn't
brought
change anything.
you just brought the cable guy. He entered your house. She gave him her breast, and now anytime you enter the house, you find your wife. There's a guy in her lap sucking her breast. You cannot even question what she's doing because she's allowed.
Yeah. So how exactly does this disprove my
All right, my
religion?
friend.
This
You
is not
know,
a logical
I cannot
problem.
stay for long. Thank you very much for calling. It's already middle of the night for me. Feel free to call me tomorrow again or the day after if I go. And thank you for joining us. All right?
Okay.
All right.